prisoner made a hook out of wire and extended it out of the iron door. He wants to take the opportunity to open the iron gate and escape from prison. With the help of the prisoner on the opposite side, Jason accurately hooked onto the latch of the door, and then he successfully opened the window on the iron door. He grabbed the iron plate and gently lowered it to avoid making any noise. Then he reached out and opened the iron door. The prison guard outside the car was holding a handgun and shooting ahead, but there was nothing but darkness ahead. He ran towards the prison cart in panic, only to be shot in the thigh. But he no longer cared about the pain and just wanted to get back in the car quickly. He returned to the car and attempted to call headquarters, but still received no response. He tried to restart the prison cart but couldn't start it, and bullets kept hitting the glass one after another. Despite being a bulletproof glass shell, the glass still shattered after being shot several times. He quickly ran into the carriage and locked the entrance, but something even more terrifying happened next. Jason's escape plan was interrupted by Nick, so he had to hide back in the cell first. Before Nick could calm down, the sound of a chainsaw suddenly came from outside the carriage. Obviously, someone wants to cut open the carriage. The prisoners immediately started arguing and wanted Nick to release them. Nick turned around irritably and angrily rebuked the prisoners. Then he turned around and looked at the monitor with a frightened expression. A mysterious person broke into the driver's cabin and unplugged the camera. At this moment, Jason suddenly pushed open the iron gate and rushed out. Then Nick immediately pulled the iron gate to close Jason, but Jason resisted desperately. At this moment, other prisoners in the cell began to make noise, and the scene became even more chaotic. He held down Nick's head and then pinched his chin. Nick had no choice but to press his hand against Jason's eyes. Jason couldn't bear the pain and pushed Nick away. Nick had a leg injury and was pushed down in the hallway by Jason in less than a few rounds. Just as Jason was about to charge forward again, Nick quickly pulled out a handgun, which finally intimidated Jason. He stood up and ordered Jason to return to the cell, but at that moment, another prisoner smelled a pungent odor. He wiped the ground with his hand before realizing that the car had been filled with gasoline. Before he could remind everyone, the gasoline on the ground was suddenly ignited. The fire grew bigger and bigger, and the neighboring cell suddenly caught fire. Nick quickly put away his gun and brought a fire extinguisher upon seeing this. Jason opened the cell door for him so that he could put out the fire directly. Unfortunately, the old man was still burned to death. However, there are even more terrifying things ahead.